So we're headed back down to Key West to fish with Brandon Cyr. We had such a good time when we were fishing with him for bonefish. So let's go down there and see what we can do for tarpon fishing.
There he is. Oh my God. That's acting more like a baby tarpon.
That's cool, man. 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, Tom got a bite too. The jumps. Oh
yeah,
my
lots
gosh.
of jumps.
Watching how those things just hang in the air forever. It seems like backflips and somersaults. Wow.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Oh, he ate it. He ate it. He ate
Nice, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I thought you said you had to...
Got him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off. Oh. Awesome. Look at that big boy. Woo.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
So we're headed back down to Key West to fish with Brandon Cyr. We had such a good time when we were fishing with him for bonefish. Decided to give him another try. He had another day open, so let's go down there and see what we can do for tarpon fishing. And he was saying, you know, he really likes these conditions because we've had a tremendous amount of rain lately. You know, we were totally clouded out on the bonefish. You could see it raining all over the place. This is kind of a similar situation to where, again, it's just the most beautiful sunrise, and it looks like we're just gonna have a great day of sight fishing. But those thunderheads start to grow and start to fill the sky with a heavy cloud and even some rain. But for what we were doing, it really wasn't that bad.
It was perfect. You know, beautiful ride out. You and him, I mean, he reminded me so much of you.
Yeah.
As far as the morning thing. He was bouncing. It was dark. We're running across the thing, and he was as awake as he'll ever be in his life. Exactly this. He's like, I'm a morning person. I'm sorry, I'm so excited, you know, but he was so excited early in the morning. I know that's how you are. You're always, that first hour of the day is your best hour.
Ready to go, man.
And he had a plan. He had this spot he thought that these tarpon were gonna be. He was very confident about it. And then the conditions that, you know, with the overcast skies and stuff like that, that was only gonna make it better for us.
We're looking for these baby tarpon, juvenile tarpon that are basically should be out here rolling them. We have a falling tide this morning, and we had a ton of rain last night. And a lot of times when you get all that fresh water that goes into the mangroves, and mangroves, it'll flush all the shrimp out. You know, they're trying to get away from that fresh water, and they'll be out here up on the surface. And the baby tarpon really like to take advantage of that. They'll kind of be milling around up on the flat in like a foot and a half of water, which is super cool.
So like seeing bodies type sitting
Oh,
there?
absolutely.
Oh,
I mean, it'll even get shallow enough that their tails will be sticking out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty, there's not many places you can go throw at tailing tarpon, so that's kind of a unique little thing we got going.
He's like, man, they should be right around in here somewhere. So we kind of start poling down real slow, and you know, we're really not seeing anything. I mean, he was like, maybe that could have been one. I'm like, maybe that could have been one. But you know, you even said, who has seen one 100%?
Yeah.
Because you're saying that we're both morning people, and we're like, that's gotta be one, it's gotta be, there's one. But I still had not seen one 100%. But as we kept pushing down, the water just got kind of off color.
Yeah, like a root beer type color.
Yeah, and there was where we saw our first 100% tarpon for sure.
Oh, right here, 9 o'clock, coming towards us. Stop it right there. Oh, right on him. I think he's spooked. It was right on his back. Oh, he's on it. There he is.
Gosh.
There he is. There he is. Oh my God. There we go. That's acting more like a baby tarpon.
That's cool, man. That was cool.
So
he was
awesome.
out it 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Sweet. Oh, Tom got a bite too.
Oh!
Oh, man.
Keep coming, Tom.
Wow.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, mine's gone.
All right.
Wow, mine got cut off. I think a cooter must have hit it or something.
Yeah, it might have gotten wrapped up in Tom's.
Like you said, we got to that little bit off-color water, and there's a tarpon for sure, another one, and you throw over there, and I throw over there, boom, 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 hit it, jumping like crazy. You hook up, we had a double header going right off the bat.
Brandon, reading it like a book. They're gonna be right up here doing this. That's exactly what we find.
It's up there my favorite size tarpon, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Fun size.
Perfect. They're perfect size. They don't fight
Although,
that hard.
These guys can be, for that reason right here, they come in a little bit sooner, you know, and they're all spunky.
It's wrapped around him a little bit. There you go.
Where's that?
Wrapped right around that mandible.
I got you, little guy. Man, what
Right
a
on.
beautiful little fish.
That's right, he sure is. Get that guy. Well, that's what I like about the circle hook, is it's right there.
Right in the top, yep.
Every time, in and out.
Perfect little fish.
Very good.
It's crazy. I think
Very
this guy's
good.
going to grow up to be, you know, 70, 80 years
Yeah.
old one day. Travel to Louisiana, back up to Virginia, chasing those Hayden schools, and hopefully come back through one day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We appreciate you, little guy.
Yes, sir, we do.
I'm going to go ahead and let him go. if it's all
I
right
say
with
it
you
every
guys.
time, but that's my favorite.
Man.
Of course, if we catch a bonefish, that'll be my favorite, or permit will be my favorite too, but
They're all awesome.
they're all
you
my
know?
favorite.
You can't beat them. All right, buddy. Well, thank you so
See
much.
what we can do.
Hope you grow up and
Very
be big
good.
and strong one day.
Sweet.
Fantastic. Way to go, bud.
You kept
Thank
yours
you.
on.
Thank you, guys.
Just like you said it was gonna happen, Brandon. Very good.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can
Absolutely. Let's get another one.
get another one.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Hit him on the head. Oh my goodness, that was incredible.
The Hawks K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks K. Find what lures you. Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder. Waypoint, the destination for outdoor entertainment. Mercury Marine, go boldly. St. Croix Rods, the best rods on earth. Marathon in the Florida Keys. And by Ameritrail Trailers, Daiwa, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Power Pole, and Reflex Boat Decking.
Okay, there's one back here. Go about, do you see where,
Yeah.
Tom, do you see him?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yep. Slower. There he is. Oh!
That was awesome, man.
That was such a crazy heat.
They love this thing,
Oh,
man.
man.
That was great.
It helps when, I'll tell you what, when those fish are willing to eat, man, it sure does make you feel like a hero.
Oh, God bless him.
You got that right.
We do a lot of baby tarpon fishing, and that was very similar to a lot of the stuff that we've done everywhere, up in the Everglades and all over the place. And you want to be respectful of the fishing guide. You know, you want to do what they think is best. But I have this rig that I've used all over the place, and this is my go-to rig. The St. Croix Legend Tournament Inshore, 8 to 17 pound rod, 7 feet long, 10-pound braid. I think I had the Procyon reel on there, just about a 30-pound piece of leader, not very long, and a circle hook. And then just head hook, really any sort of jerk bait. But I like the jerk bait so much better, you know, for this purpose, because it just has, you can just make the thing do this, and you can make it stop and go. And you know, the shrimp, it's kind of like you're gonna make it look like a shrimp.
You've seen it too. Sometimes you'll have these little 50, 60 pounders. They'll fight harder than a 100 pounder does. They just fish a lot of times with this super light line, these little bonefish rigs, you know, we're at their mercy.
Yeah.
I'm always more scared of grabbing the little guys than I am the big ones because they're so feisty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's still got a little kick
juice
in him,
in
but he's gonna be done here, sir.
Wait, look how it blends into that grass.
It's crazy. You gonna be nice to me, buddy?
Very good.
Perfect. Look at that little circle hook right in the top.
Right in the top. Was that outside in or inside out?
Outside in. I guess
Outside
when he
in.
just did that attack.
Interesting. Doesn't happen like
Anybody
that.
can hook them inside out.
Yeah.
Doesn't
happen like that much.
Man. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Grow big and strong. Please be nice and friendly to my clients in 20 years.
But the jerk bait, I was so confident with that. I was just like, well, I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings here, but I'm going with this one.
Well, you hurt my feelings as they started catching them left and right with that thing. You threw that jerk bait in there a couple times, and literally, I remember one time it literally hit the water, and you would make a cast and you kind of looked over to the side as you were casting, waiting for it to hit the water, and boom! The second it fell out of the sky, you just ate it. I mean, I was like, I'm switching.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Hit him on the head. Oh my goodness, that was incredible. You were looking the other way, it literally hit the water, and you just immediately ate it.
Oh yeah.
There we go. There we go.
That was
Now we're
incredible.
talking.
The old circle hook doesn't miss,
He
boy.
threw, he's looking back like this, and boom, the second
it
it
was
hit the water,
instant.
man.
It's just like that.
Well, that's the cool thing about these feeding
Snagged.
scenarios, right? Is that they're looking for shrimp popping on the surface. So when that thing hits,
Yes.
that's the dinner bell.
You know, so much of fishing is confidence level. Like, I have so much confidence in that particular rig that I'm going to stick with it long enough to see if I get a bite or don't get a bite, or if I get a refusal or don't get a refusal, whatever. It's not to say that the other one wouldn't have been just as effective. I just didn't have as much confidence in that because I have so much experience with the other one. But in this situation, Brandon found the particular fish that were ready to play ball. And when you find fish like that, or you have a friend like Brandon that finds fish like that, it makes everybody look like a hero.
Well, I am switching to your jerk bait.
It's working, man. They're crushing that thing. Taught me something, Tom. I've never used those little twitch baits in here before. That thing's crushing it.
When they hit it right when it falls off the surface
yeah,
like
right.
that, you better
Something's
switch.
going right.
I didn't do anything special. I just threw it where he wanted to. That's the other thing that I liked about that rig better than the other rig is I had about 15 feet further distance because the jerk bait was just a little bit heavier, and I could throw it about 15 feet further than you could throw the shrimp. 15 feet is the difference between leading the school or throwing just a little bit short and not getting bit. But it worked out, and it made me feel like a superhero and look like a hero because Brandon found the right fish. He's slightly bigger, but he looks like a popsicle, but he's really not.
I got you, buddy.
Okay, right on.
Look
Dude,
at
that was
Perfect
incredible.
right in the corner.
Perfect. Easy peasy, man.
Man. Gorgeous.
That guy was literally waiting for a jerk bait to fall out of the sky.
That one right there.
Waiting.
You're talking about the favorite size. Now that one's just slightly bigger than what we caught before, and I think that one right there. I'll take that.
I love that
size.
little dorsal, that little threadfin herring.
So I've always wondered what age that fish is there. Is he 2 years old? Is he, I don't know.
I imagine probably older than that. I mean, they're so slow growing.
I hear the big ones are like 30 and 40 years old, like the 100 pounders.
Right. At what point do they start to kind of slow down?
All right, Brandon.
awesome.
Good work, man. There you go. He was kicked away nice.
All right.
Fantastic, guys. I love it. That's
do
so
it.
much fun. That'll never
That
get
was
old.
fun, man.
Now that I switched over to his jerk bait, maybe I can get one.
Right.
Man, it was fun. When we found the fish, you could see that they were, in a feeding mode. It wasn't just, hey, we threw a bait out there and they hit the bait. We were watching them hitting the shrimp and other things. That dirtier water was pulling out, and I guess it was getting the shrimp to come up out of the grass, and they were gasping for air. And a few times, it was just pow, whoa, he just ate right there. And then you throw over, and you're getting bit at that point.
Well, I've got something for him. It looks just like
Oh,
this.
he's after it. Nice.
Out of the water, Oh, I love these things.
Little one.
Oh, you got it. It's coming at you, huh? Here we go.
Came back for it.
He was following it the whole time.
This is the, is this a ladyfish or a tarpon? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's lots of situations like that in the lower Florida Keys that you have that kind of opportunity. Brandon had this place dialed. He took us right there. He knew exactly what we were looking for. And, the idea was we're going to go in there, we're going to fish for these for a little bit, and then we're going to go permit fishing. The conditions that we had on that particular day were not shaping up for a very good permit day. I mean, you can catch them in the clouds on occasion and under the right conditions, but for the most part, you really need some good light. We were not getting that. But as you get these conditions where we keep that low light condition into the middle of the day because of the clouds and the rain, those fish just keep feeding and keep feeding and keep feeding, and the shrimp keep pushing out there.
So we just stayed with it.
Yeah,
Forget the permit, let's just enjoy the tarpon.
Oh, there's another one right there.
Following him?
He just kind of, oh, came right past him. Oh, came off.
Perfect, long distance release.
Yep. We were catching them pretty well, and we were having some really incredible bites, and it was fun.
Jumps. Oh
yeah,
my
lots
gosh.
of jumps.
Watching how those things just hang in the air forever, it seems like, backflips and somersaults, and then watching the surface bites were incredible. You skip that jerk bait across there and just pow, pow, pow. I mean, it was coming up, it was like slow motion. They come up and hit it and miss it. And then, I mean, some of them followed you all the way to the boat and then finally crush it.
Nice. Angry little fella. Man, what a show he's putting on.
I think about, you know, what a good guide does, what a great guide does is adapts to the conditions. You know, you might have plan A, B, or C, but you know, when the weather changes or the wind changes or some sort of condition, you got to adapt. And you know, that's what's nice about down here is so many options, so many different things to do. And really, we had the perfect day for the little tarpon. It really was.
Can we just be friends, please?
Relax, I just want to take some pictures.
Now, we complain about the cloud cover all the time for sight fishing, but and these for tarpon,
it saves us.
Yeah, this is great, right?
Catching baby tarpon is a delicate thing. Those fish that we catch later on when they're, you know, 100 to 120 pounds, those fish can get all the way up to 80 years old. They're very slow growing fish. So for us, the tarpon is a delicate thing. We like to get in those baby spots, catch a few of them, and then let them be. You know, we really enjoyed getting to catch the ones that we did, but now I'll let that spot sit for a couple weeks because that's our future. And taking care of those baby tarpon and handling them correctly, keeping them in the water, not holding them above the boat while you take the photo, really goes a long way. You know, this is for future generations as well, and we want to keep it going.
I don't know if there's any better way to spend the morning, Brandon.
One bonefish. Go for Rowland tarpon.
There you go. Gotta have something, you can see them in these conditions. You gotta have a fish that's gonna cooperate a little bit.
Awesome, bud.
Thank you.
So over the years, I resisted getting any kind of marine decking on my boats just because I'd always heard stories of how you know, hard it was to clean, and you know, as much fishing as we do, durability and easy to clean is really a big factor. So that was the case until I found this reflex decking. The reflex decking, they designed it differently to where it is so stain resistant and abrasion resistant that it honestly cleans up easier than my just regular boat deck. But I still have all the benefits of the soft, cushiony, you know, non-skid surface. It's really a pleasure. And there's all kinds of options for designs. I mean, we've done different engravings, you know, any kind of design you can imagine, whether it's a fish design, whether it's, you know, your logos, whatever it is, goes right in there. It can be recessed in there, or it can be just printed on top. And then the things that, you know, that really are noticeable is it doesn't get hot, even on the hottest days. And then the boat's always wet, whether we're diving, whether we're, you know, taking on spray, whether it's, you know, running around at night. It could be dangerous. I mean, you can slip and fall. And the safety and the softness of that deck, it really makes a big difference. So make sure you check out the Reflex Marine Decking. It's an incredible option for your boat.
The Hawks K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, live deeper. Hook. Tackle Direct, the world's premier fishing outfitter. Yeti, built for the wild. Key Largo in the Florida Keys. And by Golden Boat Lifts, Power Pole Move, Nikon, and Lithium Pros.
Did you know you can get every episode of Saltwater Experience completely free on Waypoint TV? Go to waypointtv.com and find out how you can download the app or find it on any smart TV. And if that's not enough, you can find the Tom Rowland Podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you find podcasts. And we'd love to have you as a follower on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. we're fishing for these fish, we're looking for a great day. We're looking to have a good time. We're looking to learn something. We're looking to have a good experience out there. We don't need to stay out there and try to catch every single one that we can. I'm gonna catch 4 or 5 fish, move on. And you know, that's exactly kind of what we did. We had a great day, and we got to see some incredible baby tarpon action. We got to jump some fish. We got to have some fun, tell some jokes, laugh, get out there in the beautiful morning, and that's great, that's enough. And so we're making the run back, and we saw the craziest thing on the way back, something that none of us had ever seen before. Well, we go over there, and this thing has got this big tail coming up, and it looks kind of like a whale. And as we get closer and closer, realize that it's manatee, but not just one manatee, but a bunch of manatee. I mean, obviously spawning behavior, obviously mating ritual, but it was just really cool. And the crazy thing about that is I've been through that area a lot of times, and I have never seen a manatee there. And here are 9 of them in this spawning behavior in this area that Brandon had never seen one there. I had never seen one there. It's just like the craziest thing how this type of fishing and it being in the Florida Keys, you see something new every day. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I see 9. Count them. You count them. Have you ever seen anything like that?
I've never seen this before.
I've never seen anything like that.
That is the cool thing. You just never know what you're gonna see out here.
That was really cool, just to be able to go up there, check that out, and that really set the day off, because it was a special day anyway. You know, it's fun to fish with Brandon. He's a great guy to fish with. He's got a great attitude. He's really professional about his profession of being a fishing guide. He takes it very seriously and also has a lot of fun with it. And then getting to see something cool like that just puts the icing on the cake. Fantastic day.
You know, of all places, you know. You
I know, it's such a weird, it's a weird place.
All right, guys, enjoy yourselves. Don't have too much fun.
Oh, it was like they said goodbye too.